What is up? What's going on? Wait. Come on, bro. Did I not change the title of this shit? Give me a second, bro. This shit is so dumb. What's going on, man? Hope everybody's doing well. It's Friday night. You know, I can't sleep. Decided to just hop on the stream, you know, because why not? Actually lower this a little bit. Okay. I'm all set, man. Just chilling, man. Just chilling today. I just want to chill. I just want to chill. Chilling on this Friday night. Let's get into some reactions. Why not? Yeah, bro. I need to get a new mic stand. Or I could just raise this. Holy shit. Oh, even better. Now it's right there. Let me mute this. I have this on so that I can make sure everything's... So that I can make sure everything's good on my stream. I always have this my own stream on my phone, so not only can I see my own chat, but making sure everything's looking good. You know. Yeah. Like I said, I hope everyone's doing good. I'm just chilling on this Friday night. This video's intriguing
This
me.
former NFL star has a history of leaked text messages, and this week, another one was released. Brett Favre, Hall of Fame quarterback, isn't a fake guru, but it's alleged he was a participant in a massive fraud scheme. This is a guy who made $137 million in salary alone while playing in the NFL. He's also had national sponsorships, which could have easily put his total income around $200 million total over his lifetime. Why is Brett Favre in the news again at the age of 52? Because incriminating text messages were presented in court the other day. Back in May, this...
Bro, he's 52? Yo. I seen him in person. He looks 70.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Bro, football. Wow.
Oh, shit,
PR
there it
article
is.
titled Mississippi Sues Brett Favre and 3 Wrestlers Over Welfare Misspending was released. A wealthy former NFL star who's a hero in the state of Mississippi stealing from government funds that were supposed to go to the state's poverty-stricken residents has created a media firestorm in the sports world.
Well, my first reaction is that Brett Favre looks sleazy as hell. This is one of the more egregious things that you could possibly fathom.
In April, mother-son pled guilty in Mississippi welfare misspending. This is Nancy New, who ran a private education company in Mississippi along with her son Zachary. A lawsuit followed alleging the defendant squandered more than $20 million in money from a government anti-poverty program. Their education company definitely...
Bro, 20.
Yo, do niggas
Yo,
not have
yo.
souls?
Y'all
Where did
stealing
y'all
from the
souls
poor?
go? Hey, they went
Come
missing.
on. Y'all stealing from the poor. I don't know if you noticed
Yo,
that Mississippi is actually the poorest state in the country.
I could have guessed that.
It is?
Yeah, they could actually could have had more money in there, but they keep stealing that shit, man.
Yo, where did the people's souls go? How the fuck you steal from the anti-poverty
Yo,
fund?
bro, Jesus.
Yo, you're like, nah, those niggas need
Yeah.
poverty.
Yeah.
Let me help them out.
I'm tired of these niggas trying to get out of poverty, man.
Yeah, let's
Fuck.
keep them in.
Yeah, bro, you mustn't. You can't possibly. In fact, this is extra commentary that I don't need. Hold on. I love you. I love you guys. Agent and low, but I need the original video. Where is it? God damn it.
This former NFL star has a history...
I've seen this fucking dude before. I just don't know his fucking name. They don't even link it. Fuck it, I'll watch it with their commentary. I don't care.
Of leaked text messages, and this week another one was released. They're misspending. This is named
Souls go. Hey, they went missing. Yo, where did the people?
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta have like no soul to like. You're already rich, and you're still trying to like take more money from poor people. That's crazy.
Souls go. How the fuck you steal from the anti-poverty fund?
Bro, jeez. These
Like, we building, nigga.
I need a building, nigga.
You have my name on it. You better wait.
taught the residents of Mississippi how to get rich and commit fraud.
In court documents and audit reports, the state alleges that the head of Mississippi's welfare agency squandered more than $70 million intended for children in poverty.
Nancy and Zachary agreed.
With children. Yo, this is getting worse.
It's
For
worse.
the children?
How does a number keep skyrocketing?
Man,
Yo,
fuck.
damn,
Not the
bro.
children.
Yo, the government is fucked, bro. Bro, 70 M's.
You know what's crazy?
Bro, what in the fuck are we?
If I assault a child,
Yes.
how much time am I doing, bro? Probably
At least-
some good
at
time.
least 20 years.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, if I defraud $70 million from children, I'm doing 6 months and I'm out early on good behavior, bro. This shit is crazy.
Bro, y'all are crazy.
Bro, these rules are fucked. Take $70 million from
70 million is crazy.
from kids in poverty.
Jeez.
Bro, how the fuck you go to sleep knowing this type of shit, bro? How the fuck do you sleep with yourself at night, knowing that you're taking money from children?
But I'm good.
And
Nigga,
they
you
knew it too. They were like, yeah, too bad little Jimmy ain't gonna have another Christmas, boy. Damn, boy.
Yo, I can't get over
I
how
can't get over
crazy
it. That's
is.
crazy. That's criminal, bro.
Niggas-
That is absurd.
Bro, you know what?
You know how greedy you had to be? Because after the first meal, you were like, I need 69
This-
more, bro.
We should keep going.
We should keep going.
They don't need this shit.
To testify against others in what state auditor Shad White has called Mississippi's largest public corruption case in the past 2 decades. A mother and son screwing their former partner is very fitting for Mississippi, considering it aligns perfectly with the state's adult video search trends. This is Ted DeBias Sr., another defendant in the lawsuit. Ted DeBias Sr. was known as the $1 Million Man while wrestling. He is a Christian evangelist and motivational speaker, and he ran Heart of David Ministries, Inc., which received $1.7 million in welfare grant money in 2017 and 2018 for mentorship, marketing, and other services, according to the lawsuit. A religious evangelist.
Nigga, I hated that guy. I always hated him in the WWE. Ted DiBiase.
No, that's his father, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
But probably the same thing.
Literally named this $1 Million Man, too, boy. These niggas
They got the
crazy.
same nickname or something?
I guess. I don't know.
Involved in fraud. You cannot convince me that's true. They have the highest moral fiber in society. They were hand-selected by a mysterious man to uphold the highest standard of the law. Just kidding. I was as shocked to see this as I was when Leo DiCaprio came out as being straight. This is Shad White, the state auditor of Mississippi. White last year demanded repayment of $77 million of misspent welfare funds from several people.
And that was the dude that was throwing for FaZe in that AMP football shit.
And groups including $1.1 million paid to Favre, who lives in Mississippi. It's alleged by me that Favre took money from
Hold on. Let me make sure. Because I don't want to confuse shit. Where is this motherfucker?
Other than that, playing 20 years.
Oh, it is. Holy shit.
from the state because he's still upset that he can't spell Mississippi. If you need proof, he even spelled his last name incorrectly. Brett Favre was allegedly paid $1.1 million for speeches from the welfare fund. If a coach wanted Brett to teach his young quarterbacks how to split a cover 4 defense by audibling the X and Z receivers to a corner and slant route, then he's the guy to give a speech. But what is Favre going to talk about for $1 million? It turns out he never even had to show up. White said Favre was paid for speeches but did not show up. Favre has repaid the money, but White said in October that Favre still owed $228,000 in interest. He's trying to play innocent and the good guy who returned the money because he claims he didn't know the source of the funds. Dude, if you got paid over $1 million to give speeches and you never gave a speech over a 5-year period, you aren't fooling me.
Tens of millions of dollars on items like hiring retired pro wrestlers, first-class air travel, a horse ranch, And $5 million to build this women's volleyball facility at the University of
No,
Southern
that's-
Mississippi.
Many people
Bro,
are
y'all niggas
Shut
is...
the fuck
Yo,
up.
first of all, that looks like a coliseum.
What
A,
does that have to do with kids?
B, the fact that y'all took money to build a women's volleyball, bro, what are we doing right now, bro? And y'all took it from the people who need it the most.
That's why it's greed.
Women need their own volleyball building.
Especially to that degree. Why is it
Mississippi.
$5
People want the money.
million,
People want
bro?
this money so that they could use it for whatever they want to use it. They don't want to use it to do something good. They wanted to use it for their own self-purpose. Whether that's fucking hiring retired pro wrestlers, building a women's volleyball team, whatever the fuck it is.
Mississippi at that, bro.
There is no
Nigga.
volleyball prodigies coming out that state,
Nigga,
dog.
the land is probably so cheap out there that, bro, you know how much crazy shit they probably just threw in there just so
But
they can
why is
spend the
it
$5 million?
only women though? Can't men play volleyball there?
Nah, they gonna
Just-
build the men's one next, bro. That shit next, bro. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all is some of the biggest dirtbags I've ever seen in my life, bro. Y'all stealing from poverty kids to build a women's volleyball museum. Because that's what this shit look like, bro.
If this gets
In a horse and stable? Oh my god.
involved in this scheme, but a big reason why this story has reached national news so quickly is because of Brett Favre's participation in allegedly using welfare money to fund the volleyball facility. This is a dude who has made upwards of $200 million collectively throughout his career, and he was using welfare money to fund a self-interest project? Text messages
Oh,
featured
like they already said it, but how greedy do you need to be, bro? You already made a whole bunch of fucking money in your fucking football career, man. How much more money do you want? Like, why can't niggas just learn to save money or invest it to make more? Like, instead of fucking stealing it from people who actually need it. Shit is dumb.
Monday into the state's ongoing civil lawsuit over the welfare scandal revealed that former Governor Phil Bryant pushed to make NFL legend Brett Favre's volleyball idea a reality. Through text messages found by Mississippi Today's reporting, the project's plans began in 2017. Favre and the various participants schemed up a plan to distribute funds in such a way that the state likely wouldn't find out and the volleyball facility could be funded with money that should have been used for welfare. For those not aware, Mississippi is the poorest U.S. state with 18.8% of its residents living in poverty. Needless to say, the $77 million allegedly
Nigga. Brett Favre, y'all niggas are a piece of shit, bro.
You are.
20% of the residents are in poverty and you're taking money from them?
Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just
Nigga,
It's so
God,
fucked.
You
Yo,
are,
this is so impressive. Cause like you really had to have no soul left, bro.
no soul. You have no soul if you sat there and you did this, knowing that 20% of your residents are fucking in poverty and you're taking the money out of their pockets.
Nah.
They're already poor.
Maybe Brett got hit so many times in the head he
No.
didn't know where it was coming from.
But it's not just him though. It's a bunch of other people who were not part of football.
So you can
The
understand
nigga
why-
just hit him up like, "Hey Brett, hey that building you want to build, I'm trying to make it a reality. I got $5 million with your name on it, huh? They ain't gonna miss it. Them poor people, they been poor. They gonna stay poor. Nothing gonna change with them, boy.
in this scheme could have been put to
Stupid.
a little better use by providing its residents with clean water and a decent lifestyle.
How is Brett Favre getting money that's supposed to get kids out of poverty?
It's a mystery to us. Here we had tens of millions of dollars sent by the country to do the thing that we need done the most, and it was squandered.
Favre claimed his innocence throughout all of the media reports, but the text messages recently brought
Who is breathing like that?
to the public indicate a different story. This is a text exchange between Favre and Nancy New, where Favre asks if money paid
Oh my gosh, she looks. Is it only me or does she look scary, bro? She looks fake. Her face looks fake. I don't know. She looks scary.
and the amount from New would ever be exposed by the media. Nancy then mentions that Governor Bryant is on board with their scheme, which provided Favre a level of excitement last felt around NFL locker room reporters. This is a text sent from Governor Bryant indicating that he wanted to help Favre with the funding for the volleyball project. The main issue is the welfare program called Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, TANF, prohibits the use of funds for brick or mortar or the construction of buildings. Favre's daughter played volleyball at the University of Southern Mississippi, which many speculate is why he wanted the improved facilities.
Yeah, Brett,
Favre,
you couldn't build it
You a
yourself,
piece of
buddy.
shit.
Yeah, you're done, nigga. You're done.
Yeah, your daughter just needed it. That's why I was wondering
Yeah,
why
I was waiting. Yeah, I was waiting. I was like, what is this? What does that do? Why is Brett Favre involved?
Because there's no state where women's volleyball is like the biggest sport.
Nigga, your daughter is gonna spend 4 years at this school, and so that's what y'all wanted to do, bro. Man, yes, bro, you're a fucking piece of shit, nigga. You're a piece of shit. All these other people are pieces of shit.
No, not them.
Not them.
Yeah, not the
I'm not talking
volleyball
about the volleyball.
women. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Sorry,
talking-
you pointed
no,
at them.
No, I'm looking at the camera
Yeah,
right now.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the people behind the camera?
No.
They're good too.
The people who are involved with the whole
Oh.
shit. Y'all
Oh.
are a piece of
He's
shit.
in
And
stupid.
the fact that like this is what the result of it was, this is like such a miscellaneous like thing to do. Like, we need Brett Favre finally needs his daughter to go to a good old volleyball facility. That's basically what they did, bro.
Right, this is
That's
exactly.
such a random thing to like just steal money from poor people for. Like, what are we saying right now? What the fuck is going on, bro?
This is why people don't trust politicians.
Facts.
Oh, these are the guys literally being elected to take care of your best interests, and they're building volleyball stadiums. And it'd be one thing if this was like in the richest state, right?
Where they have access.
And even then, it's still
Even then
really
it's fucked
fucked
up,
up
yeah,
because
yeah.
kids still could have used it. It's kids we're talking about. But in the poorest
Poorest.
state in the country, where the poverty rate is dumb high,
Almost 2 out of 10 people are in poverty there.
Yeah, but I get it at this point, but yeah. That dude is a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit, my guy. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. That's a piece of shit, man. It's a piece of shit, man. Tell that fucker to go fuck himself, bro. Cause that fucker's a fucking piece of shit. That fucker's a fucking piece of shit, bro. What's from Jamie Foxx? That's crazy.
Ah, the good old hot take. The necessary evil of the sports world. Through the good ones, the bad ones, and the downright atrocious ones. We once again find ourselves racking our brains, trying to figure out how some people come up with this nonsense. But today, I've done the brain racking for you, and found some of the hottest NBA takes on the internet. So, buckle up. This may be a bumpy ride. Today's video is brought to you by Dollars Ding, the same sports bet draft dollars NBA offseason sportsbook. With the NBA offseason creeping along, I did my reluctant but mandatory scrub through NBA social media in search for a new batch of hot takes. And to no surprise, what I found was downright appalling. Now, I'm no expert or anything, and I've definitely had my fair share of bad takes, but some of y'all should seriously...
Whoa, what was that one saying? Hold on. This would be a good ass fight, but honestly, I'm taking LeBron. He's just built. Oh my lord. Like, there's people who actually think this type of shit. And I just be feeling bad for the people around them. That they have to deal with this type of stupidity.
My fair share of bad takes, but some
There's like, okay, but there are actually people who will joke about this shit, who are actually joking when they say shit like this. But then there's people who are not, right? And then they'll say, like, after flaming them about it, they'll say that they was joking. So you, at the end of the day, you never really know if they was being for real or not, for sure. Yeah.
some of y'all should seriously have your accounts deactivated for the
Science is bigger than Kyle. Science is all up though. Like if you grab Kyle's out, there would be a perfect mixture of fat and toned muscle.
absolute tomfoolery y'all are posting on these pages.
Yo.
And after sifting through hundreds of takes, here's some of the best and worst that I came across. Now, this first take is from a fan who says that you need to be athletic to play in the NBA, and I cannot agree more with this take. Now, some of you are probably thinking, of course you have to be athletic to be a professional athlete, Einstein, but people will often use players like Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, Duncan Robinson, and Kyle Anderson to prove the point that skill and size alone can earn you a spot in the NBA. And I think the key here is relativity. Sure, relative to other NBA players, these guys are not very athletic. But that's because their peers are some of the best athletes in the world. Compared to normal people, even the most unathletic NBA players are amazing athletes. For example, the average man has a vertical leap of about 17 inches. Duncan Robinson, the three-point specialist who doesn't dare take a step inside the paint, has a 33-inch max vert. That's double the average Joe. Luka Doncic, the guy who kills defenses with his craftiness, not his athleticism, has a 38-inch max vert. And Stephen Curry, the poster child for what you can accomplish in sports without being an incredible athlete, has a 36-inch vertical leap. Even the most seemingly unathletic NBA players are still top-tier athletes. It's just that when they're surrounded by giant superhumans, they tend to look a bit ordinary.
Yeah.
The other aspect of this that no one really talks about is that athleticism goes far beyond jumping high and running fast. Hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, agility, these are all crucial elements of being a great athlete. For example, take Trae Young. Doesn't really fit the bill for a typical super athlete in terms of explosiveness, but his dexterity, coordination, stamina, mobility, and many other components of his game make him tremendously athletic. So, yes, you do in fact need to be a good athlete to play in the NBA. And even the most mundane players in the league are super athletes relative to the rest of us. Now, this next take actually comes from an NBA player. And as crazy as it sounds, it's actually not too far from the truth. Last season, Karl Anthony Towns came out and said that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. Fact. And immediately, fans were not happy about this. I mean, with big men like Dirk Nowitzki, Peja Stojakovic, and DeMarcus Cousins, Cat still has a lot of work to do to earn the title of greatest shooting big man ever. Right? Let's look at the numbers. Here's a chart of some of the most prolific big man shooters in NBA history. And amongst some of the greatest big man shooters the game has ever seen, it appears that Al Horford, Chris Bosh, and Dirk Nowitzki are the best.
Oh my god, I forgot about Dirk Nowitzki. How you gonna make a statement like that, bro?
Of the best. And then there's Matt Bonner, who lives in his own stratosphere. Karl Anthony Towns falls right here. So he's certainly one of the best big man shooters, but he's
not the
number
greatest.
one. But this graph only covers mid-range shots. What about three-pointers? Well, that chart would look like this. And aside from Davis Bertans, who gets paid $16 million a year to literally stand on the three-point line for 20 minutes a game, the best big men three-point shooters of all time include Ryan Anderson, Peja Stojakovic, and Matt Bonner. Karl Anthony Towns is right here. One of the best all time, but not the best. Now this fan, like many others I've seen, says that Kyrie Irving is better than Stephen Curry at virtually every aspect of basketball other than shooting. Therefore, he's a better player than Steph is. First of all, no.
No.
Second,
Stop it.
Stop it.
seems to make sense. If player A is better at most things compared to player B, then player A, by default, must be the better player. But these side-by-side comparisons almost always lack one thing. Context. For example, take these two players. Player A is better at nearly everything compared to player B. Passing, playmaking, rebounding, defending, finishing. Player A can do it all. So, according to the logic used in these comparisons, we must assume player A is much better than player B. Except
But that's
player
not
A
what real
is
life
Ben Simmons, and player
has
B
shown.
is first-team All-NBA Devin Booker. Similar to the Kyrie versus Steph comparison, using extremely general categories to assess players with zero context is a recipe for disaster. Basketball has a lot of nuance. It's dependent on situations, circumstances, and systems, all of which give context to a player's impact and ability. As incredible as Kyrie's handles are, they aren't nearly as impactful as Steph's ability to space the floor with his shooting. In fact, if history tells us anything, it's that being extremely good at a few things can often be far more valuable than being good at everything. If you took away everything from Steph's game, aside from just his shooting ability and high basketball IQ, he would still be a Hall of Fame talent. But if you took away Ben Simmons' passing ability, he'd be a 6'10" Patrick Beverley. These two aspects of the game hold different values to different players. So to compare them side by side like they are equivalents doesn't accurately determine anything. At most, these kinds of comparisons might help you decide who's the better all-around player, but if being good, not great, at most things on the court determine who is the best player, then Draymond Green would be a 4-time Finals MVP right now. But he's not. Now this next take is one of the more interesting takes I've heard.
LeBron, Durant, Giannis, Kawhi, Steph, Jokic, Luka, Embiid. That's happening. The NBA.
Recently, this NBA fan says that the top 8 players in the league going into this season are the best top 8 players the league has ever had at any given time, making this era the best era in NBA history. Those top 8 players being LeBron, Durant, Giannis, Kawhi, Steph, Jokic, Luka, and Embiid. And I gotta say, that is one hell of a top 8. Every one of these players, aside from Luka and Embiid, either has an MVP or a Finals MVP. I'd say out of the top 8, you've got roughly 5 top 30 players of all time. Without a doubt, this is one of the most talented and accomplished group of players in NBA history. But is it really the best? Well, there's definitely been worse years in the NBA, like throughout the 70s and early 2010s, where maybe 3 or 4 players were head and shoulders above everyone else. But there's also been years where the league has featured a large group of some of the greatest players all in one season. Like in 1996, when the top 8 players in the league consisted of Michael Jordan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Gary Payton, Hakeem Olajuwon, John Stockton, and Karl Malone. This is a stacked group of 8. And
that
one
is
of the most exciting eras in NBA basketball. But I think we can do better. What about the 2003 NBA season, when the top 8 players in the league were Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, Garnett, McGrady, Dirk, Iverson, and Jason Kidd? This group contains 3 top 10 players in league history and 2 more players who are generally considered top 20 all time. But I still think there's one NBA season that tops this one in terms of all-time talent. Back in 1988, the league was shifting from one era to the next, and within these 2 clashing generations of basketball, fans witnessed what I believe to be the most loaded group of players the league has ever seen. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson,
Oh my
Karl
Lord.
Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Isaiah Thomas, and Charles Barkley. That's 9 players, all of them generally considered top 25 greatest to ever play the game in the league, all in the same season. And outside of an aging Kareem, every single one of these players was in their prime in 1988. That's 5 consensus top 10 players of all time playing in the same season. Now, if we compare these 2 groups of players, I honestly think it's not even close. But only for the simple fact that the 2022 group has a handful of young players who still have a lot of time left to add to their resume. And I do think that this 2022 group does have the potential to be the greatest collection of players in one season. Only time will tell how this group will pan out. Ask again in about 10 years, and we'll have an answer for you. But for now, 1988 remains by far the most loaded year in NBA history. Now, our last take for this video has virtually become a matter of fact over the years, but I'd like to make the case against it. This fan asked the question, when it's all said and done, which LeBron-led super team will be viewed as his best? Which means by default, he believes LeBron has been on multiple super teams. And as popular as this take is, it's not a good one.
It's
LeBron
not.
has really only been a part of one super team.
Yeah.
And that was the Miami Heat. The Cavaliers from 2014 through 2017 were not a super team. And if
They
you
really
even
weren't.
say super team and 2022 Lakers in the same sentence, you're a sick individual. When the Cavs assembled their big three,
They were supposed to be a super team because, you know, from what was expected from these players. But what they delivered was not super team caliber.
potential of this team and the public perception of this team far exceeded their actual ability. By the time this Cavs team won a title, they had one superstar, one all-star, and one fringe all-star player. If this is the criteria for a super team, then that would mean that the 2021 Jazz were a super team, the 2021 Nets were a super team, the 2021 Bucks were a super team, so were the 2022 Warriors, the 2022 Celtics, the 2022 Suns, the 2021 76ers, and the list keeps going and going and going. In fact, if we just take the box plus minus of the Cavs' big three and compare it to teams over the last few seasons, you can see that they were good, but far from some all-time super team. You'd never look at Embiid, Simmons, and Tobias Harris and call them a super team. You'd never look at Kawhi, Paul George, and Montrezl Harrell and call them a super team. You'd never look at Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday and call them a super team. And yet, the combination of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love were on this level by the time they won a title together. And if you even consider the 2022 Lakers with LeBron, Westbrook, and AD as a super team, just stop. We know what you're doing. LeBron has played on a handful of good teams throughout his career. Some of them were great, but he's only been a part of one super team. And unfortunately, that's all the racking my brain can handle in one sitting. Make sure to leave your NBA hot takes.
Fuck, bro. I don't know why I started streaming, bro. I'm tired. Was it giving me streaming until I left? This video is an hour long.
Welcome to. There's one.
If you saw the grossest girl that a guy was willing to have sex with, it would blow your fucking mind. Because you probably stepped over her.
This is really sexist and man-misogynistic, by the way.
We take that meal like your girlfriend. You're looking at her like, so honey, how are your eggs Benedict? She's like, they're fine, because I asked for them.
Wow.
My favorite thing about them is that I knew they were coming. You guys are such a great couple.
Yo, this dude did not laugh. I laughed a lot, but that's not really because I started watching. Laughter gone. Yo, this dude sat through the whole fucking special. Run away from me, baby. Ah, bro, like these BuzzFeed Unsolved things, videos. I'll be wanting to watch them, bro, but I'm about to go to sleep, bro, and I want to sleep. They get me paranoid because of the vibe of the video and shit like that. Like the music and I don't know why it gets me paranoid, bro. I can't watch anything eerie or scary or creepy because I can't sleep later.
Amy Schumer places first on literally every single list titled Worst or Most Hated Comedians of All Time. Why? Well, the countless different reasons.
I remember when she
most
got popular.
interesting when you realize that toward the beginning of her
I never
career,
got into her shit. I never knew anything about her.
she was actually liked and respected amongst the general population. For example, she was listed in Time's top 100 most influential people of 2015, whilst her comedy specials such as this one, and this one received mostly positive reviews, one of which confidently stating that Amy Schumer leaves her audience in stitches. However, while this review was mostly positive, if we go back a couple of sentences, it also points out the first reason as to why Amy Schumer would eventually become so hated. It's easy to label Amy Schumer a one-trick pony. As the title of her special suggests, she talks about sex and she doesn't talk about much else. Her idea of comedy—
Yeah, because I have seen a few clips of her comedy. That's literally all I got from her was sex jokes.
making jokes about how terrible her vagina smells and or how many guys she's blown. That's not comedy. This was a comment on a thread discussing why her style was so controversial, the thread including another supporting comment which stated, you can call her a one-trick pony or two-trick, which are 1, here is my vagina, want a detailed description, you will have it anyway, 2, men are pathetic, and I like to assault / manipulate / emasculate them in every way. With these two comments—
Bro, I'm not gonna say who, bro, but I clicked on a video on one of these YouTubers I used to follow, and it was just like they were doing like a vlog on their like on a day in their life, and the YouTuber in question, who was a female, for the whole video she just kept going on about it's understandable. Like, as a female, you don't want to go out late at night because of these creepy ass dudes, these scary ass fucking guys that stalk you or just come after you. But, like, literally, other than that, like, she was just criticizing men in every way. Like, talking about men are disgusting, men are... Just like talking about men talking down on men the whole video. And in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, but if a guy was to hop on YouTube and just talk a lot of shit on females, talk the same way she's talking, then he would get banned. Then he would have his account removed. Then he would get backlash. Like, you know, shit is unbelievable.
In mind, it becomes obvious that not only does Amy Schumer have little diversity in terms of what topics she jokes about, but her narrow style of joking about her own female anatomy in an unflattering way, whilst constantly joking about men in a derogatory way, is simply going to make her unappealing to a male audience, as well as specific females such as this one who had commented, you can...
I don't know who needs to hear this. If you're female, you know, you're not gonna get... If your intention is to only have female friends for the rest of your life, then okay, talk shit about men all you want, you know, keep having your conversations, you know. But if you just want to be friends with people in general and come off as like a person that enjoys their life, or a person that isn't always criticizing a group of people, just like chill with the whole men are disgusting. Oh, of course you do that. You're a man. All you men are the same. You know, type shit. Because I don't be saying that type of shit. Like I'll only say it like when I'm trying to piss someone off. Like, I don't mean it, but I'm trying to piss you off, you know, or fuck around with you, you know, playing around. But I will never say it seriously. There's a lot of females that be saying this shit seriously, and I'm just like, bro, I wonder how, you know. My mind just says, I bet you're fun to hang around. I bet you're fun to be with. Sarcastically.
only have so much self-deprecating humor before people get tired of it. How much do I need to hear about her pussy? Certainly not the entire length of her stand-up show, that's for damn sure. The very nature of this kind of content, such as the discussion of female promiscuity, also leaves Amy Schumer open to political backlash and debate. This is the next thing that began to turn the audience against her back in 2016, politics. One article written by CBS News stated around 200 people walked out of her Tampa show when Schumer launched into a withering takedown of Donald Trump. It's somewhat of a surprise that fans were caught off guard because Schumer isn't known for suppressing her political views. In addition to this, Amy Schumer would announce that she was pregnant by posting a list of the people she had voted for, adding at the bottom, "I'm pregnant Amy Schumer," using her pregnancy to drive traffic to the candidates which she considered to be favorable. Whenever Amy spoke politically, she always took a liberal viewpoint and was very anti-Republican, even having interviewed Hillary Clinton, yet her audience would come to discover that back in 2007, Amy Schumer actually got her first big break as a guest on Fox News, which was a pro-Republican news station, angering both sides of the political spectrum. Amy going public with her political opinions meant that
Holy shit, hold on.
having interviewed Hillary Clinton,
Is that-
the audience would come to discover that back in
Is that who I think it is? That looks so much like him. Is that him? Steven Crowder?
I want the L.
I can't click on his profile. Hold on, not here. God damn it. That looks like him. I'm pretty sure that's him. Holy shit.
2007, Amy Schumer actually got her first big break as a guest on Fox News, which was a pro-Republican news station, angering both sides of the political spectrum. Amy going public with her political opinions meant that she had now alienated another 50% of the already small audience that might still be interested in her style of comedy. Additionally, whenever Amy Schumer was criticized for the comedy itself, she'd use politics as an easy way out by simply blaming the criticism on the alt-right, as highlighted in another comment which stated, "Worst of all, when her audience gives her honest feedback, she whines about how her critics must hate women or how they're all alt-right. Yeah, sure, Amy, the only reason people hate you is that they're all a bunch of Nazi anti-Semitic misogynists." This comment also highlighted the next reason as to why Amy Schumer became so hated, and that's her lack of personal responsibility and victim complex, which is sometimes even mixed with a hint of entitlement and the contrary attitude that she's better than everyone else. For example, in late 2015, an article was published by Page Six titled, "Amy Schumer thinks she's too famous to check in at the gym," which read, "Amy Schumer was not happy this week when staffers at the Upper West Side Equinox asked her to present her membership card, which is standard practice at the upscale fitness club. She felt entitled to just walk in," a source explained to Page Six. "She didn't want to show her key fob and wanted to be able to go in and not be questioned." We're told the annoyed Trainwreck star declared, "I'm famous," when employees didn't recognize her and insisted she go through the typical check-in procedure. While Equinox believes Schumer eventually enjoyed her workout on Monday afternoon, our source said she was so unhappy she stormed off. A different article sporting similar energy was titled, "Amy Schumer can't be bothered to take photos with fans," which stated, "Amy Schumer wants to make it clear she does not owe you a selfie." The article went on to describe an exchange that Amy Schumer had whilst in town for a comedy show. "This guy in front of his family just ran up next to me and scared the shit out of me. Put a camera in my face. I asked him to stop and he said, 'No, it's America and we paid for you.' This was in front of his daughter. I was saying stop and no. Great message to your kid. Yes, legally you're allowed to take a picture of me, but I was asking you to stop and say no. I will not take pictures with people anymore, and it's because of this dude in Greenville." Yet, after the other person involved was then interviewed by a local news station, a whole different side to the story was revealed.
But he tells us that's not exactly how it went according to him.
I see her face and I'm like, all right, cool. So I hurry up and get on my Instagram and I'm like, there goes Amy, and then she just loses it and she just gets mad, and that is totally false what she wrote about me.
So if Amy Schumer was too famous to check into her local gym or take photos with fans, she must have thought pretty highly of herself, if that's truly the case.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna make any assumption.
$11 million offer from Netflix for one of her comedy specials a year later in 2017, right? Well, no, not really. Amy Schumer claimed that the $11 million offer wasn't enough money for 60 minutes of comedy footage, citing it as unfair due to Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle receiving $20 million for their specials. Now, this argument would be perfectly fine assuming all three comedy specials were of similar quality, only they most certainly weren't. Amy's comedy special, the one that she was paid $11 million for, was so bad that IMDb IMDb users gave it a rating of 3.1 out of 10, whilst Netflix had to change their rating system entirely, which hit its 1.35 out of 5-star performance on their platform. The changes to the industry she's made is incredible, like how Netflix had to remove their rating system because her special was so terrible.
The goods and the bads of this
Charlie.
special. We'll go ahead and start.
This dude is everywhere.
Start about what's good with it.
Nothing.
That ends that segment. That about covers that.
Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, on the other hand, received a rating of 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb, whilst Chris Rock's received a less impressive but still superior rating of 6.6 out of 10. Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock were ranked as number 9 and number 5 on Rolling Stone's top 50 comedians of all time, whilst the only list Amy Schumer seems to...
What? Of all time? And Dave Chappelle's number 9? I want to see that fucking list.
top is IMDb's top 10 worst comedians of all time. When Dave Chappelle went on Comedy Central all the way back in 2004, he'd receive a viewership of 3.1 million people, yet when Amy Schumer went on Comedy Central at the height of her popularity in 2016, her viewership was less than 500,000. I'm truly cackling at the audacity of Amy Schumer thinking she deserved the same pay as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Like, girl, what? So Amy Schumer wants Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle money, but haven't put in the years they put in. Talk about privilege and opportunity, shaking my head. Amy Schumer is maybe Josh Gad level. She's not as famous or endearing as Chris Rock. She's not a legend like Dave Chappelle.
Hell no, nowhere near Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle considered the greatest of all time when it comes to comedy. To me, in my opinion, bro. Like, I used to, when I was, when I knew less about comedy, I used to think it was Kevin Hart. Then I looked at Dave Chappelle, I was like, oh, okay. They're both really great. But Dave Chappelle is just on a, you know, a little bit on a different level. And Kevin Hart is hilarious still. They're both hilarious. But Dave Chappelle's different. Dave Chappelle's, I don't know, bro. But to me, Dave Chappelle's the greatest.
In case Amy Schumer...
That's why I'm fucking baffled as to why that shit is, why he's at number 9. What the fuck?
Schumer complaining about being paid $11 million wasn't already dumb enough. It became even worse when her audience would discover that some of the jokes within her special might have been stolen from other comedians. Compilations began to pop up on YouTube such as these two, giving example after example of the ways in which Amy Schumer had stolen jokes from other comedians in the past.
How's this?
Oh, that's perfect.
They can ring you up right over there.
Thanks so much.
Sure. Okay, I'm Bengi. If you need any other sizes, you please let me know, all right?
Okay.
There you go.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
All right, did somebody help you with this?
Yeah, she's right over... Oh, she's not there.
Did someone help you today?
Yeah,
Who was it?
You know, I don't see him.
Oh, that's okay. What did she look like?
Oh my god, that was Peel.
Dark hair. She was wearing a blazer.
Oh yeah, all the girls are wearing blazers.
Do you know what he looks like?
Yeah, he is wearing like a...
Damn, Peel was on Mad TV.
vest and like a plaid shirt.
No wonder he went on to make a, with Key. No wonder he went on to make Key and Peele. Like, he's such a fucking iconic skit show. Like, he already had experience being in a skit show.
I don't know what everyone who works here wore today.
If she had a favorite president, it would probably be Lincoln.
Are there any other distinguishing features?
I would guess he probably voted for Obama. I know I did.
As these compilations began to pick up steam on YouTube, news article after news article was published calling Amy Schumer a joke thief, whilst others within the comedy space would come forward stating that Amy Schumer stealing jokes was discussed regularly behind the scenes. Twitter took the exact same standpoint in posts such as, is it just me or is Amy Schumer just not that funny? Despite the fact that she has a terrible personality and steals half her jokes, prompting Amy to address the criticism in an Instagram post where she'd once again alleviate any personal responsibility by blaming the backlash on Reddit. Dear sweet misunderstood geniuses in the bowels of subreddit chat rooms. I've never stolen a joke in my life, also going on the Jim Norton Advice Show before stating the following.
And I'm so careful, and none of these things had ever reached me. And I will literally take a polygraph, and I just would never do that. Like, that would be so stupid for me to do that.
Amy Schumer would eventually take a polygraph test for a Vanity Fair video, during which she was asked about stealing jokes.
Coming up with new material is difficult. Have you ever stolen a joke?
No.
Yes, she's telling the truth.
What about an idea for a sketch?
No.
An idea for a character?
No.
Let me rephrase. Have you ever taken inspiration for a joke from somebody else?
No.
Yet the video is edited in a bizarre way where she says no before it fails to include whether or not she was telling the truth. The whole dilemma was certainly a point of debate, yet one joke which Amy Schumer definitely hadn't stolen was a joke made in front of Steve-O back in 2014 relating to the death of his friend Ryan Dunn.
And Steve-O is here. Steve-O, great try.
Oh my god, I remember this.
But I truly am, no joke, sorry for the loss of your friend Ryan Dunn. I know you must have been thinking it could have been me, and I know we were all thinking, why wasn't it?
Steve-O is always laughing. When he's not, it's for real. Imagine being such a buzzkill that you kill Steve-O's vibe. Amy Schumer doesn't understand.
I wanted to skip that. I didn't want to see his reaction again because I already saw that clip.
What made this even worse was that her audience would eventually use this little zinger as an example that Amy Schumer was able to dish out harsh jokes but was unable to take them herself. What we're referring to is a tweet made in early 2016 by a 17-year-old movie critic who had posted a photo of himself with Amy Schumer titled with a light-hearted comedic caption reading, "Spent the night with @Amy Schumer." Certainly not the first guy to write that, referring to Amy often talking about the different guys she's been with during her shows. So if Amy thought it was appropriate to joke about Steve-O's recently deceased friend, surely she shouldn't have a problem with someone making a little comment about the amount of guys she's been with.
Exactly, guys. She jokes around a lot. It's talking about all the fucking sex she's
Especially
had.
considering it's basically all she talks about within
Yep.
her shows. Well, Amy didn't take it all that lightly,
Of
replying
course.
to the 17-year-old fan by stating, "I get it, cause I'm a whore. Glad I took a photo with you, hi to your dad." Others on Twitter would respond to what you might call Amy's inconsistent joke morals by stating, "That's the same type of joke Amy Schumer uses to keep her fame. Suddenly that humor is off limits now, huh? LOL." Others would support
I remember
Amy
when Twitter looked like this, bro.
in tweets stating, "Thank you @Amy Schumer for holding him accountable and not just blowing it off." Yet the discourse and contrast between these two different viewpoints really conclude how Amy Schumer became so hated. She used controversy and difference of opinion to grow her career whilst angering the entire world in the process.
Yeah, that bitch is crazy. Oh! That shit looks weird.
I made a video a while back about the interesting ways that our eyes move. It's called How to Move One Eye on Its Own, but really it's an excuse to talk about the way our brains
No. Fuck this. I don't want to. I don't want to learn. I don't want to end up cross-eyed, bro. I don't want to learn. As much as I'd like to learn about a lot of shit, I don't want to learn. No, I don't want to learn how to do any of that shit and fuck up my eyes, bro. Because I know myself.
Accidental film star Lana Rhoades reveals her son's father is an NBA player and social media
Bro,
thinks they do.
I know this.
You
Son,
think, man,
this.
I used to pay this nigga to goddamn stay out of the streets. Nigga, you can have my money. Just
when I was a kid, right, my parents were like very like kind of racist and homophobic.
Mhm.
My dad would say simple things like, "If you're gay, I kill you, everybody. Your gay friend, everybody." Whatever.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like he would look at me and "Yeah, everybody gay. You gay, every die. Everybody die." Right? And
Wait, was he worried about you being gay?
Yeah. You know, when I was a kid, right, my
was
parents.
hilarious.
Starstruck moment was that Kyrie matchup. Before the tip, man, the ref bring the guard the ball, you know, you get the shoes. Normally, like when I go, I just grab the ball, I dribble it once, pass it back, and he grabbed the ball and just started doing hella crossovers and shit. And I'm just like, God damn. Like, how'd it go? Yeah. My first 30-point game. I blocked them to send it to overtime. And once I blocked it, I ain't even looked for the ball no more. I just went down the court talking shit. We won.
Damn.
My first.
That's so fire, bro. Bro, like, I don't know, bro. If it was me, bro, and my dream was to get into the NBA, bro. Like I've been working, like if I was someone like Ja Morant, my dream was to get into the NBA. I've been working towards it my whole fucking life, working my hardest, and then I got there, and then I got to play against a player like Kyrie. You know, at the end of the game, you know, I don't know if it's just because I'm a pussy or I'm a bitch, but I would get emotional. In my mind, I'll be like, damn, I'm here. I'm where I want to be. You know? I'm where I want to be. I'm where I dreamt of being. That shit, I don't know, bro.
People always say to me, hey, Tate, are you okay over there? There's mafia and stuff. And I say, look, you live in London. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Bucharest, the capital city, is extremely safe. Really? It's extremely safe. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, there's mafia. But the mafia boys are not interested in your wallet. Like, the chance of random violence is statistically zero. If you have a big mouth and make big enemies, you're going to go missing, right? But that's the same nearly anywhere in the world. If you're going to run around running your mouth, you can do that here in Miami, you'll get in trouble.
Yep.
Right? If you show people respect, the odds of random violence in Romania is basically zero. I was in a taxi and it was 3 a.m. and these two girls were walking. We were in the taxi and they were walking through the park. And I said, I still find it very strange that girls walk alone at night here, everywhere. And there's no problems. And the taxi driver said to me, yes, but they're Romanian girls. A Romanian wouldn't hurt a Romanian girl. As in, it's like, why would someone hurt her? Because we're all Romanians. That's completely gone from the West. So that was like mind-boggling to me. But then also, if the police stop me or something, I am treated with additional suspicion. People always say to me, hey, Tate.
I walk into the restaurant, say, give me your most expensive steak. And you know what's most annoying about that? I say that, and they start talking about options. Okay, well, we have the tomahawk or the ribeye. I asked for your most expensive. It's in numbers. Which number is higher? Oh, the tomahawk. Then why are you talking about a ribeye? Dumb. I'll take the most expensive steak. I don't care. I don't care what cut of beef it is. It's a cow.
The fucking picture they used. Andrew's funny, bro.
Cow this way, they cut the cow that way. I don't give a shit. I walk in the restaurant. Give me your most expensive steak. Tristan also. Give me the most expensive steak. Okay, yeah, what sides do you like? All of them. All of them? Yeah, give me all the sides. I walk into the restaurant.
Give me all the
sides. It was like the first time Kobe told me, he was like, people always tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But what if you could just make some more eggs? And people was laughing, and he was like, I'm serious. He like, dog, I just gave y'all the key to life. Put all them eggs in one basket, and then go get some more eggs. That shit is crazy, huh? That threw you off with your blow there. It was like...
He's basically saying that old saying is BS. And don't be afraid of failure. You can always get more or try again. Okay, I was confused on what that specifically meant.
Rock at the Comedy Cellar. Just to show you how fast I am, let me show you something. Me and Chris Rock were at the Comedy Cellar. I called Chris. Hey, Chris, come down to the cellar, man. I'm gonna work on some jokes tonight. I'll see what you think. All right, Kev, I'll come down. Chris comes down. He said, yeah, I'm gonna get up too. I got some shit I'm working on too. So tell me what you think. Bet. I go on stage. Chris Rock sits in the back of the cellar. Get off stage. Chris like, funny shit, Kev. Dope. I was like, yeah, you like it, right? I got some stuff, got some notes. He said, yo, I'm about to go up. All right, done. I'm sitting here watching. Chris goes up. Chris got some funny shit. Fuck Chris. Funny. I like it, man. Chris have a nice conversation. Go upstairs. We about to eat. Dave comes in. What up, Dave? What you doing? I was gonna go up. Oh, fuck, man. Chris went up. We gonna come down and watch you. All right. Dave goes on stage. Dave does about an hour. There's a moment where Dave is probably at about 40, 45 minutes in. Me and Chris both look at each other, and at the same time, without saying the word, balled up the material that we just worked on.
Bro, that's fair. I'm not. Kevin Hart is proving it himself with what he's saying. Dave Chappelle is the greatest.
Just to show you how fast I am, let me.
What the fuck?
Like, you can't even see a shadow or anything, though.
Look, I don't even think. Look.
Oh, yeah, you better hide.
He said, "Oh yeah, you better hide."
Get you.
Somebody's just walking by.
Somebody's walking
I'm telling
by.
you, dude. Criminals just get dumber and dumber, don't they? Just dumber and dumber. Hello? Don't do that. Excuse me.
Yeah, knock on the window.
Hello?
He'll hear.
Excuse me.
He still isn't.
Nah, this video
He's
gotta
still
be
right
fake.
here. Oh my
You gotta
gosh.
be kidding me right now.
Oh, there he goes. He's gonna try.
All right.
Wait, let him know. Let him know.
Nah, this video gotta be fake. He's taking too long to try to pull in.
Excuse me, sir. Hey, how? Oh, did he faint?
He faint?
Sir, are you okay? Sir?
Nah, that video gotta be fake, bro. How fake you want it? Them, yes. Yeah, bro.
Why are you asking a gay man as to what it means to be a woman? You should be asking women what it means to be a woman, especially trans women, what it means to be women.
I'm asking all kinds of people. Can anyone have an opinion about it?
Only people who are women. Gay men don't know nothing about what it means to be a woman.
Have you told gay men here in San Francisco that they're not allowed to talk about this?
No. But it's not like I come around and say what a gay man is allowed to be.
So you're saying if you're not a woman, then you shouldn't have an opinion.
Where does a guy get a right to say what a woman is? Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is?
This is actually a genuine mistake. I'm sorry I even came up with it.
Oh, but no, but then, yeah, he didn't try to cover his and never tried to backpedal Blister. He just admitted he shouldn't have come and walked away. That's why I feel bad after. Bro, I feel bad because she just, he or she, whatever that was, he just admitted that they were wrong. I made a genuine mistake. Facts. I like that.
What?
Rate me 1 to 10.
Rate you 1 to 10. You about a step back a little bit. Let me see.
4.5. Oh no. Oh no. Let me rate you.
What?
Rate me 1 to 10.
Rate you 1 to 10. You.
Leonardo DiCaprio had a problem saying the word nigga. Pal.
Oh shit.
Leonardo DiCaprio had a problem saying the word nigga. Pal, it's tough for me to say this. And I remember Samuel L. Jackson going, "Get over it, motherfucker. It's just another Tuesday, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. Look at who I am, motherfucker. Fuck." And it was like,
He talks like that.
Yeah. I said, Leo, we're not friends. I said, this is just another Thursday. This is your property. These are humans. These are your property. When Leo came in the next day, it was literally like, I was like, "What's up, Leo? What's up, fam?" Didn't speak. Leonardo DiCaprio had a problem.
What's up, man? We all woke up at 1800 slave owner the next day. Man started method acting, and all the people telling to do it suddenly got real nervous, and Leo put up with a whip. Bro, but that's how you know that's how you know they're good at what they do, bro. They put it if they can put themselves into that mindset right away. I hate that song. Take a trip with Cardi B inside my cardigan. Anyway. Won't open my eyes. And I'm gonna tell all the lies. I'm going over tonight.
Check your flip.
I know the title's clickbait. I'm just.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get no messages. Here's my kitty.
It's an actual cat. Same old lame ass joke.
What cat is this? Whose cat is that?
Clickbaity ass title. Trapdoor spider ambushes unsuspecting miners. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Ooh, ooh. For you, I will be there. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Bro, that scene, bro, where he's just like figuring out that all the fucking superheroes are being tested on and killed. I watched The Incredibles again when I got older, and I was like, damn, this movie is much better than I remember it. It was like it's like one of those rare. It was like the only movie that it was not the only thing. But it was one of those rare moments where I rewatched something and it came out better than I remembered it. Ooh. Don't give ugly man a chance. For you, I will wait for you. I will wait for you. I don't know what the fuck that was. I still have arguments with him. I've heard a lot about Fight Club, bro. I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it.
Is brought to you by Mubi.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see the reviews for it. For you, I will wait. 79%, 8.8 out of 10, 4 out of 5. Okay, it's a good movie. It's an alright movie.
Get a whole month free at Mubi.com/docinema. Fight Club has been warning us. The idea of what it means to be a man is destabilizing in modern society. Recently, a lot of characters have gained renewed interest among young men, calling them literally me. By analyzing those movies that dive deeper into the psyche of men, maybe we can get a grip on why men find them so relatable and understand the so-called crisis of masculinity. What does it mean to be a man in a modern age?
American Psycho, I've never watched that one either.
American Psycho, conformity. Because at its core, that's what this movie is all about. Patrick Bateman is living a fancy lifestyle as an investment banker on Wall Street. He's living healthy, eating a balanced diet, and doing rigorous exercise routines. Every morning, he's applying thousands of layers of beauty products to craft the perfect version of himself. Why? Because he simply wants to fit in.
I want to fit in.
Down to the haircuts, the suits, the business cards, it all shows that these men think they're individual and unique, but they aren't. However, the lyrics of the song Hip to Be Square explains that it's okay to be normal, because it's not just about the pleasures of conformity and the importance of trends, it's also a personal Alright, let's cut it there. You see, in Fight Club, they don't like conformity that much.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
Tyler Durden is the god of masculinity, trying to break the main character free from his conformist lifestyle and boring job. The narrator is suffering from insomnia and is obsessed with creating a self-image that is socially acceptable, similar to Patrick Bateman. He doesn't really have a way to express himself in a society where everything is a copy of a copy of a copy. All he does to feel unique is turn to consumerism and buy furniture that he felt defined him best as a person. Director David Fincher said, "We're designed to be hunters and we're in a society of shopping. There's nothing to kill anymore, nothing to fight, nothing to overcome, and nothing to explore." In that societal emasculation, this everyman is created. Patrick Bateman and the narrator in Fight Club create consciously or unconsciously alter egos that allow them to exhibit their masculinity and escape a culture that no longer accepts such behavior. What happens then? Well, we turn to something called hyper-masculinity, unleashing the beast within that everyone keeps hidden inside for the sake of social acceptance. And it's in this scene that Tyler is asking the narrator to finally release that inner strength.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
And that's how Fight Club started, a literal underground organization with the purpose of allowing men to rediscover their primal masculinity. They have been so emasculated by society that they have forgotten what it means to be a real man. However, this caused them to slowly turn into beasts. Patrick Bateman starts to become more aggressive, watching explicit horror tapes while doing his exercise routines. On top of that, his nightly escapades with women are getting out of hand, and he starts to act out of place in his social circles as well. But they are not the only two characters that have been struggling with this duality of a man. Because in Nightcrawler, Taxi Driver, and Drive, the main characters are also on the verge of frenzy. Just like Patrick Bateman's urge to fit in, both Travis Bickle and Lou Bloom are trying to fit into society by getting a regular job. But because they don't really have the premier education to fit this ideal of an office job, Travis starts working as a taxi driver late at night to deal with his insomnia. And after Lou Bloom gets rejected, he starts nightcrawling as well, and finds a way to make money out of filming crime scenes. There are actually many parallels between these two movies. Not only is the poster of Nightcrawler an obvious homage to Taxi Driver, both characters are also very ambitious and goal-oriented men that are capable of doing anything, and I mean anything, to eventually reach their end goal. Lou lives in modern-day LA in a time where everyone is obsessed with personal gain and success. This causes him to create a form of predatory masculinity, hunting down his prey like a lone wolf every night in order to film the crime scenes and sell them to the news stations. His greed is good mentality makes him persistent and uses this to become the top predator in his business. He is kind and respectful for the sake of social acceptance, but very narcissistic and tunnel-visioned for his own financial gain. Lou Bloom literally goes to that animal state of masculinity and releases the beast within man. He even looks like a hungry predator that uses his manipulative instincts to trap and catch his prey. Similarly, Travis Bickle drives around the dangerous and dirty streets of New York City at night. Travis is a forgotten and ignored victim of the working class through the rise of capitalism in big cities. One day he hopes to clean it all up and become the hero of the city.
All the animals come out at night. Someday a real rain will come and wash all this scum off the streets.
Travis feels lost by the city life, and after getting rejected by Betsy, he starts to cut and paste together what he believes is a masculine, heroic identity. He starts training like a soldier, handling guns like a cowboy, and
I think I've seen him in like I could be wrong, bro, but I know for sure I've seen this dude in some movie.
dressing up like a veteran. All pop cultural elements that form his idea of a hyper-masculine hero that'll be there for the people. But in reality, he starts to become ultra-violent and reckless. This hypermasculinity is one that relies on ancient ideas of heroic behaviors, such as being a knight or cowboy that rescues princesses and fights the bad guys, which makes Travis live a life between fact and fiction.
Walking contradiction.
You saying that about me?
Well, who else would I be talking about?
Travis gets caught up in this duality of a man, which is slowly sending him down the wrong path. This brings us to the movie Drive, because similar to Taxi Driver, it involves the notion of portraying the masculinity of a hero versus being a real hero. The driver is a stuntman and mechanic by day, but at night he works as an independent getaway driver for criminals. A stunt driver's job is to literally maintain the illusion of the hero in a fictional film, and the driver therefore spends a good time of his life pretending to be a hero. In an interview, Ryan Gosling adds, "I think Driver is somebody who's seen too many movies, and he's made himself the hero of his own action film. He's just kind of lost in the mythology of Hollywood." But as soon as the driver meets the perfect girl, Irene, it gets very interesting. And
Oh my god, she was in The Great Gatsby. She's pretty.
Over between Travis Bickle becomes more apparent. The driver starts to feel pressure because of his contradictory lifestyle. On the one hand, he doesn't want to take part in the patriarchy of the criminal world and chooses to be a silent, emotionless, and nameless character. On the other hand, he's repressing his humanity, but meeting with Irene is his way of reclaiming it. However, it's not that easy to escape from the criminal world.
My hands are a little dirty. So am I.
Just like Travis Bickle, who's surrounded by impure and evil beings, becomes obsessed with saving a 12-year-old prostitute named Iris, the driver feels a sense of protectiveness for Irene as well, and will do everything, even resorting to extreme violence, to protect Irene and her child. Because it is exactly that purity and innocence that both of these characters have lost, that they are now trying to rescue and protect. Where Travis Bickle and the driver differ is that Travis wants to leave his mark on this world, but the driver just wants to be happy, and the same for his loved ones. However, they both have the opportunity to become a real hero as opposed to being only a faceless and imaginary one. But as suggested with the lyrics of the soundtrack in Drive, a real hero is also a real human being, and that's something all of these characters have lost on the way. Patrick Bateman's obsession with trying to fit in caused him to express himself in extreme manners, and in the end, made him lose touch with humanity.
I had to. She almost got away. I mean, I guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
Fight Club turned into a self-operating group with a cult following that now wants to overthrow all power structures in society, caused by the narrator's alter ego. Lou Bloom's mind is poisoned by capitalist society, and the media turned him into a beast, leaving every moral code for the sake of money. In the end, Taxi Driver's past, serving in the Vietnam War, combined with his insomnia, causes him to lose touch with reality and leads to his descent into madness. And the driver, well, maybe he is the real hero after all, but his suppressed emotions alienated him so much that in the end, he had to sacrifice everything he had fought for. All of these movies delve into the crisis of masculinity caused by conformity in a capitalist and consumerist world. It only makes perfect sense that young men who are navigating through the world would find solace in watching these movies, as it represents an extreme example of what they experience on a day-to-day basis. This may seem unhealthy to some, but it offers men a piece of media that they can hold close, in a world that so often shies away from representing these topics in a way that isn't explicitly villainizing.
Shit, you're a real cowboy. That's nice, man.
So to come back to my first question, what is masculinity in the modern age? Well, they often say reject modernity and embrace masculinity, but that is only as long as you can maintain your humanity.
You look lonely.
What it means to be a man will be a forever changing concept, depending on the time and place you live in on this world. But for now, what I think is that if we were to take the good characteristics of all these men, we can create an unstoppable character. With the morning routine and style of Patrick Bateman, the work ethic of Lou Bloom, the humor of Travis Bickle, the appeal of Tyler Durden, and the bravery of the driver, I think we'll get pretty close to what it means to be a man. If you want to watch and discover more movies like these, you
I like that. That was nice.
can check out Good Time, Fallen Angels, and Another Round,
Good Time was a different movie.
which are all streaming on Mubi right now. Mubi is a curated streaming service and a place to watch beautiful
Good time. You know what was a weird movie? Fucking it's a movie called Her. It was on Netflix when I watched it. Starring Bro, am I bugging, bro? Hold on. I wanted to make sure I wasn't wilding. Oh, I don't know. I just heard a weird noise. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't fucking wilding. I don't know.
Cinema.
But yeah, back to what I was saying. I've watched a weird movie called Her, starring what was the guy who played Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. That was if you want to watch something that weirds you out, watch the beginning, somewhere between the beginning and middle of that movie. It's just some weird scenes in there, but like I ended up liking the movie. It has some very weird scenes in it. Yeah. For you. I'll wait for you. I was laughing at this fucking, because I know that would be funny. Oh my god.
So I told his mentally inept ass, bitch, I own Twitch. What the fuck have you done in your life besides drool? Stephen Hawking ass nigga. Yeah, I told him that. I did. He ain't say shit. Just stood there and moaned.
Boss, what are we doing about this gambling thing?
Hold on. I'm gonna call you back. Probably. Okay. What the fuck are you talking about, Maurice?
Creators are gambling on our platform, and I think they're making more money than they're supposed to. How much? More? How much more? A good amount. What? And we're not even getting a piece.
We not? Fuck that. No, fuck it. Fuck that. Get rid of that shit. And implement pay cuts for some reason. Immediately. Right now.
Yo, that's actually a good ass point. I didn't even think of that.
And anybody gambling, you perma-ban them like we do all the blacks.
Well, shouldn't we be fair and ban the women that are doing promiscuous things on Twitch?
Huh?
What? Well, this girl's half naked and she's screaming racial slurs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And this woman is actually naked, getting fucked on stream, live.
Music! It's too loud! Can't hear you!
And what about this girl? She smokes crack on stream all day. She's been streaming for 27 days straight. And this is not a subathon. She's high on crack. I don't even think she knows she's streaming anymore. Whatever do you mean? I am blind. I cannot see.
Literally.
Damn. No. I am blind. Nigga. So what are we gonna do?
Nothing? The fuck?
The fuck?
We only make changes to Twitch when it affects us, not the creators. Fuck them niggas who made us rich. Hey, let them cry. Don't give a fuck. They gonna use our platform regardless.
Well, the least we can do is just...
Shut the fuck up! If the next thing that comes out of your mouth isn't about banning people of color for the same things we let white people get away with, then shut the fuck up, please, because I don't want to hear it.
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up.
My nigga!
Yeah, that pretty much describes Twitch. Twitch is on the decline, bro. Lord, and I'm streaming on this shit. But I'm seeing it happening, bro. It sucks because Twitch is a great app for like live streaming, bro. It's so good but so bad at the same time. Like, the reason why it's so bad is because the people who are supposed to be in charge of enforcing the rules, they're not doing it. They're doing it, but they're doing it unfairly. Treating certain people a certain way instead of treating everybody the same way. Childhood crushes. Oh, I know this video is gonna bring me back.
Not too long ago about my celebrity crushes, where I went over all the celebrities who I wanted to have my future daughter with, and in light of recent events reminded me
Whoa.
future daughter with, and in light of recent events, it reminded me of my video game. It also reminded me about the woman I used to googly eye over on my TV screen as a child. My parents should have never let me watch TV back then, because it introduced me to a whirlpool of characters that made my wee-wee experience new emotions that I never felt before. And now those are my childhood crushes, and in this analysis, I'll be going over the ones that made me the man I am today. You are in for a wild ride. Alright, so we're gonna start a little team. You know, we're gonna try to work our way up to the real good ones. Alright, so first up we
No,
got
don't put Freddy's mom in there. What the fuck?
Lady from the 2000 Thomas the Tank.
What?
Now, I've been an active watcher of Thomas since I was in preschool. And in the series, there's a lot of baddies. We got Emily, Caroline, Percy. I think that's
What the fuck? Yeah, this reminds me of Joji, bro, when he made that joke about sexualizing one of these characters
But out
from
of all these fine ladies, ain't none of them had me as bricked up as Lady. I mean, look at her. Her shining purple build, her golden bumpers, and her steam hole where I could, you know. And I'm not weird for having a crush on her. I was a child. It's not my fault they started to make trains so gorgeous. I was actually going to be a conductor because of this fantasy of mine, being with a lady and all.
Ew.
Then my dream was crushed when I actually found out that trains don't have mouths. So now that just defeats the purpose of everything. Moving on, next up we got Marceline, the vampire queen. Ever since I was a youngling, Marceline gave me the sweats, leaving me drenched. So it's quite obvious why she's on my
I was never
list.
into
I honestly think she's the one that's
what's the name of this show? Fuck. Whatever this show was called, I never got into it. Was never interested.
responsible for my taste in women. She's emo. She's a vampire. Yeah, she makes me want to have some daddy issues too. And if she ain't your favorite in Adventure Time, and who else is there? Bubblegum?
Adventure
Blizzy
Time.
Princess? No, everyone else, that's the wrong choice. Marceline is the only right in this world we live on. Moving on, we got Velma from every single Scooby-Doo. I've always preferred Velma over the inferior Daphne. Velma has everything over her. She's got the fit.
Oh, the movie Velma, the with the real life actors and everything, Velma. The cartoon, Daphne.
She's got the face, and she has freckles. Like the Mystery Gang could be using Velma as a trap, because all those Party City villains will get distracted by her natural beauty when seeing her. I wish she was doing that, but instead she's
Like nowhere in the cartoons did she look as good as Daphne, but in the movies though,
always talking about math and solving the mystery. Like, bruh, can you shut up and start twerking, please? Please, please, with a cherry on top, please. I'm not trying to hear all that. Next up, we got Shigo. Do I need to explain? She a
Ugh,
baddie,
you don't.
better than mid possible, and also every boy's crush. And even though she's a villain, I don't care. She could run my bank account dry, and I'll still feel like my money was well spent. That's how mesmerizing she is. But let's move on to the higher tier picks of this list. We just low tier people. They're
I don't know. I still had a crush on Kim over Shigo, but Shigo was fire too.
great and all, but not as superior as the high tier. And from now on, every single pick will be even better than the last. All right, next up, we got Michelle Obama and iCarly.
What?
As a child, I always looked up to Michelle Obama. Even now, I still do. I'm not the tallest person, but as a kid, seeing her in iCarly, I thought I found the one. I love a woman that's built like a
Yo,
grown-ass
what
man.
is
She
this
don't
fucking
deserve
video?
Obama, whatever his last name is. She deserved me. She should be flocking over towards me because I'm the better pick. Next up is Zac Efron. Now, you're probably thinking, bro, isn't this pretty gay? And yes, it is gay. I switched my team.
Wait.
Bro, isn't this pretty gay? And yes, it is gay. I switch my teams like how Ariana Grande switches her race. I do what I want. I remember watching High School Musical as a kid, and every time Zach was on screen, I was singing like Bruno Mars whenever he started to sing. Like, look at him. He's the man we all inspire to be. And if we can't be him, then we might as well fuck him. Next up,
What the
we got
fuck?
The furries. I never wanted to have my way with an animal more than right now. Next up, we got Dora. Title of the... Hold on for a second. Before you start making any accusations, remember the title of the vid. And I'm talking about the grown-up version of her in Dora and Friends Into the City, not the big dome chrome dome.
Fuck no,
kid one.
that bitch is
now, her
ugly.
in this show, she's a beauty. And I'm not weird for saying that, because she's grown up in this one. And to prove my point, let's confirm her age in the series. Let's just move on. Next up is that pink thing from the backyard.
That pink thing? Yo. I don't even remember her name myself.
Now, I don't know what she is or what species she comes from. Apparently, she's a made-up creature, but they gave her nice pink skin, and I like pink skin. How old is she again? Before I get to my last pick, let me just say some honorable mentions.
The fuck?
Shrek's wife, the ogre version of her, she's nice and thick. That pink thing from the pink cat from Garfield, she's nice. Osmosis Jones, he was always my idol. Let me turn my
What
picture
the
up.
fuck?
The grandma from Looney Tunes, Gazpacho, Lego Princess Leia,
Lego.
Sexy Jutsu, those pillow
Okay.
pets. I always wanted a
Okay,
pillow pet.
this nigga's just.
And Johnny Depp. That's it.
This
And now
nigga's
we're
just
in
saying
the
whatever
last
he wants
and
to say.
Certainly not least, the best childhood crush of this video and of all time.
Give me a banger.
We have Mrs. Kipling.
Bro,
formerly
I'm
known
fucking
as
gone.
Mr. Kipling.
I want to get
The
up
second
and
I
fucking
found out
leave.
It was actually a girl. I instantly fell in love. Her long hair, her scaly
Yo,
skin,
this dude is on some shit.
eyes. I would do anything to be with Mrs. Kipling. I would just.
No, bro.
She banking on me on the bank. I smack her, she let her get spanked. I tackle her, bitch, let her wrestle.
That was fucking. Man, you don't even have the courage to think about for fucking sure, bro.
Lady, whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
Well, my name is Skylar White, yo. My husband is Walter White, yo.
Yo, these edits.
What do the IRS, fake charities, and resellers have in common? They're all going to hell. They're all gonna burn. But they also take advantage of you for your money. They are leeches. They are parasites. They are mosquitoes.
Ew.
They try their best to take as much money from you as
I
they
swear to God, bro, if a flying cockroach ends up in this apartment, I'm burning this whole place down, bro.
possibly can. In other words, I don't pay taxes. But what if these pocket watchers took the form of an individual? A person with the same intent of stealing as much cash from you as if they're gonna give you a good time. But they're not gonna give you a good time. They stole your chain! I'm talking scammers. I know they ain't the same thing, but I just hate the IRS and resellers so much. So, scamming. One of the least respectable occupations out there, right next to the TSA employees. No one likes them. They're a lot like snakes in the grass, searching for prey, and once they find an easy target, they snatch and grab a hold of your wallet and disappear into the night. Scams could take many forms. They could come as fake street games, fake emails, fake clothes that you bought that you thought was legit. And also, there's those fake bot comments on Instagram that just say, DM me now, you won. And I'm just like, what did I win? But I ain't win nothing. They just won my bank account. It's tragic, man. And scamming be happening.
Bro, I don't know who the fuck falls for that. From day one, bro. From day one, bro. Since I've seen comments like this, the first time I seen comments like, I'm like, yeah, this gotta be like some sort of trick,
all the time. Over 5.
bro. Because if I can sniff that out from the first time I see it, I'd just be wondering, like, bro, what type of dude falls for this shit?
$5.8 billion was lost last year due to scams alone. And I think this is happening because these scammers are finding new, never before seen ways to scam other people. Like, they can't call people no more. All of our phones have that scam likely feature that pop up when they call. So we're not gonna answer the phone. So they gotta think of something new. So what else is there to do? That's right, fake email receipts. I almost fell for this the first time I saw it, because I knew I didn't buy shit. So I checked the money in my bank, and it was all there. So I knew this was a lie. That's how convincing some of these scams are nowadays. They can trick anybody. Hell, apps are promoting scams, like those YouTube bumper ads that say, get $750 free from Cash App. And then when you
Just
do
found out. Wait.
ads that say, get $750 free from Cash App.
It's just one of those things that take a long time to claim it, so that you might as well get a job. You'll make the money fast.
And then when you
For
do
real.
it, you have $750 missing from your Cash App. Kids, if an ad says they're gonna give you free money, it's a scam. Don't trust it. I learned this the hard way. I remember one time I was walking down the street in an alley, and then a man approached me saying he's gonna give me free Arby's, and I was like, hell yeah. And then for the next week, I couldn't sit down. My ass hurt. And those fake scam survey ads where it says you can make hundreds of dollars by doing one survey. Oh my God, I was addicted to these as a kid because I wanted to get that money. I had my mind on my money and my money on my mind, bro. I was stacking paper. And I took so many surveys, so many on multiple apps. And these surveys were long. It took like 15 to 20 minutes to complete each one. And after I finished 50 or so, the app was finally like, congratulations, you're now eligible for the rewards. And I was all like, finally, oh yeah, here comes the money. And when I clicked on the rewards I could get, these rewards were dog water, all of them. They just had gift cards for places that I don't even shop at. I've spent hours and days doing these surveys, and all I can get is a $5 Radio Shack gift card? Where the hell do I find a Radio Shack? And what can I get for $5? A pack of gum? They scammed me out of my time. Same to those scam pinball games. You know those apps where you have to reach a certain number before you get the rewards? And right before you hit that number, they stop giving you points, so you're never gonna reach it. Man, whoever makes those games, I mean, I believe in human rights for everybody, but if you make those games, you should be outside picking my cotton, not gonna lie. But where am I going with this? Like, you and I both know that scammers are pieces of garbage. They're the type of people to scam a starving family of their life savings, leaving them homeless. And they don't care. They only think about the bread they just made. They're horrible people. Terrible. They're going ahead. But even though I hate the act of scamming, I sometimes see scammers as evil but smart businessmen. Like, I hate you, but you're making that bread. Let me explain. Scamming is a hustle, not a respectable one, but it is kind of a skill if you do it correctly. Like, if you're a scammer still doing the Nigerian prince thing, you fell off like ISIS. Nobody falls for that no more. You deserve to go to prison. Scamming is a skill, and if you scam in a way that has yet to been done before, or you found a loophole to accessing money legally, then taking it illegally, like those kind of scammers are smart. Take this British fellow, Elliot Castro. At 16, he lied his way to working at a mobile company. Then with his customers' credit cards, he would call their banks acting like them, saying he lost their card, and then had it sent over to his address. He stole $3 million worth of money from these customers until he got caught and was sent to a Canadian prison. One of the worst places on this planet Earth. Probably even worse than dropping my black ass off at a Cracker Barrel. But here's where the crazy part happens. While locked
Yo, this dude.
he hated it. As expected, you know, it's Canadian prison. So
I
he
can
planned
go
an escape.
burr.
So
I can go burr.
he called
What's
his
up?
prison
What's up, Speedy?
and pretended to be the British embassy, saying, "Oi!" And then the Canadian prison actually believed it. They just said, "Oh, okay." They brought Elliot a plane ticket and escorted him to the airport, but not to his flight to Britain, because they assumed guards would be waiting for him anyway. They let him go take his flight, and now he's back at England, no guards waiting for him. He's a free man now. This man just escaped prison like that. Call scammers what you want, that man is a genius. Scammers like him, I can't help but feel impressed. Like, scammers this smart.
Yo.
I don't know. Maybe they deserve the money. I read stories about some of these scammers.
But it reminds me of hacking. What the fuck?
And the lengths they go and the level of their cons and tricks and becoming rich in the process. That's impressive. I mean,
Yo, that video clip of Lil Baby just
I
counting.
feel bad for the people that got scammed, but hey, it is what it is. You gotta make a buck somehow nowadays. And I'm not encouraging people to scam others.
Can you link me this? I want to save this vid. Oh, I don't. Bro, the title of the video is Scammers by Degenerosity. I don't know how to link it to you.
Do it in a cool way. Like, do a flip while doing it. Do it like how the Wolf of Wall Street does it. They make scamming look so fun in that movie.
Oh,
Shit,
God.
some scammers have gotten so good that we've normalized the scam. Like college. It does not need to be as expensive as it is. Paying $40,000 a year after high school out the jump is bonkers. Like, I was just working at McDonald's, now I have to pay you the manager's salary to pay yours? It's not completely a scam since you are getting what you
How do you
paid for.
spell it? Degenerosity.
Your gender studies degree, but it's overpriced as balls and not worth what it is. And this $40K tuition ain't even including the housing, food plan, you know, all the stuff that keeps you alive. Nope, you gotta pay for that separately. $10K more each semester. So it's costing me $3K a month to live in these small ass dorms that just has a rock hard bed and a desk. I could get something better at an NYC apartment. At least they will provide me free pets. They're just scamming us right in front
Niggas have free pets.
of our faces. But we just accept it because that's what we're supposed to do after high school. College, you guys are bots paying all this money. You should only go to college for degrees that would actually make a difference. Like philosophy or liberal arts, not useless degrees like law or medicine. I don't consider you a real doctor unless you got your degree from WebMD. Colleges and universities just be robbing us in plain sight. But you know what that famous saying is? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm a dumbass. This leads me to saying this. If you get scammed by an obvious ripoff or scammed and you're a functioning adult, and that's on you. You're the idiot in the situation. There's only so much I can feel bad for. But if you're the type of person to get scammed by a fake celebrity asking you for money, and you're stupid. You
On the
deserve
topic of thing that just exists, whatever, I could go off for days. Like the lottery. For real, the lottery, LM. What is MLMS? Yeah, the lottery is definitely. The lottery is more like a. The lottery is more like a yeah, like you already mentioned it, like a gamble. It's like trying to gamble at the casino. You know, it's against you. It's multi-level marketing schemes. Gotcha. Yeah, I was watching this thing that was just talking about the casinos. And I just thought of lotteries right away. Like, that's literally what lotteries are. You're literally gambling.
to go broke. You have negative IQ.
They gotta make money. They wouldn't exist. So statistically, you're gonna lose. Yeah, I knew that.
Even a dog knows not to trust anybody. That's why they're always barking.
Your average does not any better again. Your average Joe's not any better at gambling. No, they're not. You know, if you do happen to win, you go to the casino. So you will lose. Yeah, given enough time. But if you're smart enough, yeah, exactly. Like I was gonna say, you're taking the words right out of my mouth, dude. Yeah, people, you're saying everything I want to say. Yeah, basically.
And chasing people. But you believe the MILF looking to smash was actually 2 miles away from where you live? Nigga, you're stupid. Like, I can understand how kids and old people can fall for this, because they don't know anything about the internet.
I don't know about you. Like, I don't know, but I guess that's where it becomes an addiction. That, like, you know, they win big one time and they're just constantly like keep chasing it. You know, they don't know when to stop.
Like, I wouldn't want my grandma to fall for this either. But the thing is, my grandma is too smart to get scammed. Y'all just need some smarter grandmas. I can't feel bad for you.
But I don't know how an addiction starts. Like, can an addiction start if you never won? Like,
Because if I was you, I wouldn't feel bad for me. If I was the type of person to buy Ninja's $150 masterclass course on streaming, when I could look up literally everything he's talking about for free
on YouTube.
I don't blame Ninja. I blame my...
Bro. Because if you're... Yeah. If you have, like, nothing to do. I was literally talking about this the other day, what he's mentioning it right now. Twitch died, put on back. Twitch is currently dying. You see all this drama that's happening, dude? Twitch is currently dying. Bro, what was this dude mentioning? Oh yeah, I was just mentioning the other day these courses that people pay for, like Ninja's like course to fucking learn how to be a professional streamer and shit. And just any course where they just like trying to guarantee you that you'll learn if you pay for their course when you could literally, like, the internet is free because you could search up how to do a lot of shit for free. I don't know. Me personally, I would never pay for like those types of courses.
$50 masterclass course on streaming, when I could look up literally everything he's talking about for free on YouTube. I don't blame Ninja. I blame my dumbass for buying it. Ninja just trying to make a buck. That's why I don't really feel bad for those type of people that get scammed. Shit, I got scammed last year, and I put the blame all on me. This happened at Target. Let me explain. So it was in July last year in DC. I was visiting my brother, because why not, we bros. I graduated high school the month before. Hair was growing on my ass. I finally became a man. Anyways, I want to cook spaghetti at his place because I cook a mean spaghetti. Gordon Ramsay himself would be slurping my spaghetti raw to the bone. I went to Target, got the ingredients, and after I checked out, walking to the exit, a woman approached me speaking very broken English. Señor, she then handed me a card with a picture of her family and a note in the back that was completely in English. Hello, my name is whatever, and I just came from a foreign land, but I can't afford the needs of my 2 babies since I can't find a job. Can you please buy me baby formula for me and my babies? I read this and I naively said, "Aw, that's sad. Of course I'll buy you some baby formula." Now, before anybody comments, "Aw, my man's simping. He's simping. He only doing this because she's a woman and a MILF." And before any of you little children comment that, this woman did not stand out in any way. I did not look over at her direction or glance. She stopped in front of me. This woman was a hunchback wearing baggy clothes, old looking woman, but I'm assuming she was in her at least early 30s since she had babies. She was kind of wrinkly. She was kind of built like Quasimodo, not gonna lie. Okay, maybe not Quasimodo. She more looked like a hunchback Consuela from Family Guy. So she wasn't really attractive at all. But jokes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I pictured in my head, bro. What the fuck?
Because that's exactly my type. I love my woman like Consuela. Anyways, I nodded and said, "Yeah, I'll buy some baby formula for you." And she was very thankful. She was like, gracias, thank you. Gracias. And she kept saying that as we were walking to the baby formula aisle. And I felt good. I felt like I was doing a good thing. I'm about to get all the blessings. God is about to bless me with $1 billion, a big booby MILF, not her, and a Bugatti. What color is yours? Then we arrived at the aisle in front of the baby formula, and then she went right to it. She started putting a bunch in the cart.
Oh,
and at first, I didn't mind it. And then...
they're trying to buy a shirt about there's Yeah, I get what you're saying. The number's very, very, very small. But somehow, you know, a lot of humans. I was always smart enough. Your odds are winning in 3 minutes, aka you out of everyone in America. Yeah. Oh shit. I was always smart enough not to like get into any of that. I'm never gonna spend my money on any of that. Plus, I've watched this whole video. I've watched a video where I think it was Mr. Beast that did it. I'm not sure, but he spent like an absurd amount of money on lottery tickets, and he compared like he saw how much he won back from the lottery tickets, and it was a substantially lower amount from how much he won back. Like it wasn't like he variated the lottery tickets. It wasn't like all like big numbered numbered lottery tickets where you could win a couple million. No, he was doing like some that had 50,000, 100,000 potential winnings. He still ended up with a way lower amount than what he bought the tickets for. After that video, it just basically proved it to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm never fucking buying lottery tickets ever in my fucking life.
I saw the price. I thought this would be $10 at most each. And then it costs $50 per container.
Oh shit, you see, I wouldn't know any of that shit, bro. I don't have a kid.
I was flabbergasted, and she was putting more in as I was thinking this, and I was like, whoa, nigga, chill, calm down. And she looked at me and was like, no mas? And I said, no mas, nigga, I don't got that much money. I'm not Jay-Z, man, and at this time,
no
YouTube
mas.
wasn't paying me. Like, literally, they were not paying me. I was living off the tips off of my last job as a waiter. So I had like 800, 700 in my bank at most. I couldn't afford all this formula. They selling baby formula at this high price as if it's the secret formula. We ended up only getting 6, and it was a long walk.
Oh my fucking god, that's $300.
Checkout. I did not want to buy this. It's all for the blessings. It's all for the blessings. Remember that. The total came out to be $320.
Yeah.
And I gave her the formula afterwards, and she was very thankful. Oh, thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Dios los bendiga. Thank you.
Dios los bendiga. Yeah, Dios lo bendiga. Dios. Bro, see, even I'm forgetting my fucking Spanish.
That was all, yeah.
Dios te lo bendiga.
And I walked out of Target. As I was walking back to the apartment, I was half pissed because I just spent $300 on a stranger I ain't even know. I could have got a Nintendo Switch with that money. I could have got a new pair of Jordans with that money. I was upset. But at the same time, the other half of me was kind of happy because I just did a nice act of kindness to a woman in need. I also was thinking, God is gonna give me all the blessings. I just know it. I'm about to be the Pope by the end of the year. Now you're probably asking, well, how did you get scammed? Well, when I went back to the apartment, I told my brother what happened at Target, and he was all, wait, huh? You got robbed? And I said, no, I did the ultimate act of kindness. I'm a saint. Then he gave me one of those skeptical.
No, because it could be a scam because she could have ended up selling them since she paid $0. She paid literally nothing, and this dude paid for all of it. Just her selling it is a profit. Just her selling one.
Looks you give someone when you know they fucked up, but they don't think.
Just reselling it for a lower price.
He was like, I don't know. What, you think she lied and scammed me? I don't know. I thought to myself again, did I get scammed? But why would they ask for baby formula if I was gonna get scammed? Why not money or something valuable? And I got the receipt.
Oh, why it's been like it though. You wouldn't expect none of these like okay.
See, so she can't return nothing. So how did I get scammed? The only way to find out, was through Google. And I forgot the exact words I searched up. I think it was homeless person baby formula scam or something. And the first thing that popped up was an article about how it was common for people to trade baby formula in exchange for drugs. Did I just get scammed by a crackhead? Nah, it can't be.
Wait.
People to trade baby formula in exchange for drugs. Did I just get scammed by a crackhead? Nah, it can't be. I refuse to believe that I got swindled by a crackhead. Because if I do believe it, then I've hit a new low of intelligence. Like, I knew I was stupid. But I need to go back to elementary, man. They taught me not to talk to strangers. And I just brought one $300
I never
worth
watched
of baby
Hunter x Hunter.
formula. And all she's gonna do with it is get high. I should have realized this sooner with the power of common sense. I could have put two
A
and two
smart
together.
scam? Not really. Like, if you're the one, I guess if you're a drug addict, you know, but it's not the way he said. If you're a drug addict, I guess it's a smart scam. But if you're worried, to me, a smart scam is, you know, earning yourself some fucking money. This bitch did not earn herself money. She earned herself more fucking drugs to further dig herself in the fucking catastrophe of a life she's already in.
This is the word baby go together with. Crack. Baby. Crack. Crack. Baby. Oh my God. I should have realized this. I got duped. Hoodwinked. I felt my money and my trust were wasted. But after all that, I still blame myself for getting scammed like that. I mean, I hate that woman too. Don't get me wrong. I hope.
Yeah, sympathy. Any scam that uses sympathy. Dude, I've been scammed myself. But not by like a lot of money though. Like, it was these dudes in the train that was trying to sell me Pop-Tarts, right? It was these dudes that was trying to sell me Pop-Tarts, right? This dude came up to me, and I would always see them after work. I would get out of work, go to the train. They'd be like near the train. I would always say, no, I'm not buying today. And he was like, then one day he said, oh, can you help me out? I'm trying to buy some diapers and formula for my baby that's coming. But he said something. He said something like that. Right? Want a Hot Pocket? No, I'm good. I've never eaten Hot Pockets. He said something like that, and I kept going. I said no, but then I came back because of what he said, and he was like, "All right, how much is it? What's the cheapest one?" He said 2 Pop-Tarts for $5. I'm like, God damn, 2 Pop-Tarts for $5, bro. Oh, from the Pop-Tart. Bro, I 2 Pop-Tarts for $5, bro. Then I came back. After I already bought it, like I went to the train and I thought, damn, I know for a fact that nigga was lying, bro. There's no way he got a baby on the way, bro. That was to make me like feel bad for him.
It was laced, but I was the dumb one in that situation. I was the one got scammed. She was just doing what scammers do. Look for a gullible victim. And it was me, sadly. And that's why I think some scammers deserve some of the monies they made, because a dumbasses like me would fall for them. And since I fell for something so obvious, I don't deserve that money. That was a lifetime lesson for me. Never trust a homeless woman ever again. But at the same time, maybe she was legit. Maybe she actually needed help and needed formula for her kids. And although I didn't become the Pope, God did bless me with this YouTube channel and having so many beautiful, smart subscribers that would never get scammed. I just want to say thank you to you. Yeah, you watching. Unless you disliked it, suck my ass. I would hug you if I could, but your arms might not be able to wrap
Love you,
around.
video.
I'm heading out. I love you. And in conclusion, I don't know what the definition of scam is, honestly.
Anywho, after that day, I avoided all those dudes that be staying there trying to sell the snacks. I avoided them. I don't even acknowledge them. Yeah, no, this dude's videos, while very funny and entertaining. The one I watched before this was called
So I made a video.
Childhood Crushes. If you want to watch that one was fucking funny as well.
Lady, whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
Well, my name is Skylar White, yo. My husband is Walter White, yo.
What do the...
Yeah. My name is Skylar White, yo. That was funny. Fun. He's funny as fuck, but I'm gonna save more of his videos for like other streams, bro, because I want to keep watching his videos, you know? He only has a limited amount of videos. Oh shit. I've been live for 2 hours. You caught me at a bad time, Speedy, bro. Cause I'm like thinking about ending this because I'm fucking exhausted. Like I started streaming at 12. I don't know why. I'm fucking tired as fuck. Cool. I hope my children are ugly.
When you're young, you don't tend to think about looks too much. When you're just a kid, you would just drink your Pediasure, eat boogers, and have a mental breakdown when you're fighting Cynthia. Oh my god. But when getting older, you start to really care about how you look, because looking good is the gateway to you getting a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or a sugar daddy. But when you get even older, you realize that looks don't matter. That's right. Good looks is just a quote-unquote norm that society, aka Netflix teen romantic comedies, that like to shove down your throat as the #1 most important thing in a relationship. However, it's not. Nah. It's all about personality. Ugly people. That's right, ugly people. That's the thing that matters most. Not really in relationships, but in life in general. And I'm saying this as a positive thing. I believe ugliness is a blessing in this day and age, a virtue so amazing that if you were born quote-unquote ugly, you shouldn't pay for plastic surgery to make yourself look better. You should appreciate.
Bro. Oh, by the way, I saw a similar one where he spent 30K on scratchers and won 9K another time. I watched the YouTube video on this golfer who gambled 90 mil during his life and only 25 mil. If you think about it, the ratio in these are exactly the same almost. So I think gambling, they found a ratio of people play again the most. Like I feel like they have it down to a science. So yeah, gambling is of course gambling is a scam. I knew that a long time ago, bro. You don't gotta tell me. I knew that shit a while ago. Oh, I want vids recommended. I'm gonna watch this one. I don't know, obviously, but I wanted to see my logic. I guess I don't know. Oh, okay. Nah, my fault.
Appreciate your ugliness because only bad things transpire when you're good looking. For that reason, I hope my children are ugly, both son and daughter. Cause if they are, they will be the best people you will ever meet, morally and financially. Financially because success off of good looks only can take you so far in the hierarchy, while being ugly takes you to the finish line. Think about it. You see all these good-looking TikTokers blow up really quickly with some success. But who are the most successful people in the world? That's right, ugly people. Jeff Bezos literally looks like a testicle.
Yo, right? What the fuck?
Ugly people. Jeff Bezos.
Oh, they edited his face. I thought that was the real, like, never mind. That was what the actor like actually looked like.
Richest man in the world. Kim Jong-un. Man has 2 chins. Leader of the K-pop people. Mark Zuckerberg. Man doesn't even look human. Billionaire. Ugly people are always the most successful in life because they never focus on getting validation on their looks. Rather, they're focused on getting that paper. Who in the top 100 billionaires list is considered sexy? That's right. Alice Walton. Other than her, there's nobody. If you were born ugly, you were born to succeed. Like, look at this ugly ass baby. You know they're gonna grow up to be a chess master.
Damn.
And I want my children to be just like that. And honestly, if they're coming from me, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be ugly anyway. Like, look who their father is. Tragic. If my children are ugly, they are bound to be great and have strong personalities, since they would have to go through trials and tribulation because of their face, especially in elementary and middle school. Because, let's be honest, kids are assholes. They have no filter. When they see a person in a wheelchair for the first time in public, they're gonna start to point at him and yell, look, Mom, look, you see that? Nigga in a wheelchair. Kids are unnecessarily ruthless to people for no reason. And that's exactly what my children need to become strong people. They don't need kids like that as friends. All they need is me and my ex-wife, which is their mom. She got custody. And I don't want my kids to be super ugly, though. Like, so ugly that whenever they go outside, they disturb the peace. No, that would defeat the whole purpose. I still want them to get jobs and socialize, just ugly enough that they will never be a potential dating option to anybody. This goes back to what I said earlier. Bad things only happen when you're good looking, whether you're a girl or a boy. If my daughter comes out good looking, she's gonna be a hoe, no doubt about it. She's gonna have 1 million bodies by the time she out of high school. And she gonna be on social media knowing she pretty, seeing all these girls make bank off of OnlyFans, then she makes one herself. And we all know the worst thing your daughter can do is make an OnlyFans.
Oh, Lord.
Ignore this video. Please, ignore it. It's not canon. Please, ignore it. Please,
This dude made a video saying why you should date girls who are only...
scientific, numerical, analytical analytics that I made up, when born an attractive female, the chances of you being a thought go from 0 to 120%. It broke the charts. And the title of this study...
And that's some real statistics right there.
...is called Dumb Assumptions. But I'd like to personally call this study Undiscovered Facts. And even if she doesn't end up being a hoe if she's pretty, there's still a lot of dangers my daughter would run into.
Amen.
Because men are weirdos. You see what men be doing nowadays? Barking under comment sections, recording down bad TikToks, making videos about the diss? Man, boys be weird. I can't trust my daughter with these boys nowadays. Like, men, imagine if your future daughter started dating a boy that has your current personality right now. Yeah. Hell no! If my daughter started dating a guy...
I don't mean where's a 3-way Venn diagram that the alien lizard robot was like a burger.
Like me, I'd have to beat him up for her own good. A boy like me should never date my daughter.
Bro, look, you just... It's off topic, because you just mentioned it, bro. I don't know if you watched Joe Rogan, bro, but Mark Zuckerberg was on Joe Rogan recently. And it was just weird, bro, because that podcast just, like, verified it to me that this dude is probably a fucking reptile. Because he was explaining how he's aspiring to, like, make a device where... Yeah, not socially awkward, but he was talking about making a device that, just like, to sum it up, like, I want to know all the water. To sum it up, basically, like, to make people more, like, less social and more, like, on devices, just fucking brain dead robots. And Joe Rogan, like, asked him, like, challenging questions. Joe Rogan asked him challenging questions like, oh, but you know that if you create this type of device, you know that's only gonna hinder our way of socializing and shit, like, you know, Joe Rogan, you know, just giving him the facts, and Mark Zuckerberg was just there like, yeah, that's true. You know, it's like he doesn't even think about this shit. Like, he's just. His only mission is to make everybody a robot. I don't know. I don't fucking know, bro. He's type weird. Too bad, so sad, my wallet. What? So sad. My wallet. Forgive me, Speedy. I'm a little tired.
That sentence sounded weirdly Alabama. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want my daughter to date no boy that reminds me of myself. Cause I already know how weird and bad I am. So my daughter needs nothing like that. Well, doesn't that mean you should self-reflect on your personality and yourself as a person so you can end up being a better role model and father to your future kids? Fuck you, I ain't trying to hear.
Too bad, so sad. My wallet. Zuckerberg. He said that?
Instead of doing that, I made a backup plan in case my daughter comes out not ugly. The plan being, name her a boy name. And I'm talking about a
Bro,
boy.
Speedy, I'm fucking exhausted. After this video, I'm gone. I'm sorry. I have not gotten enough sleep. I'm slow right now.
Randy or Bartholomew or Humphrey. Like, nobody's gonna mess with her because of her name alone. Like, no dude is gonna go up to their homie like, hey man, I'm texting this new shawty, she mad. Oh, or like nobody's gonna mess with her because of her name alone. Like, no dude is gonna go up to their homie like, hey man, I'm texting this new shawty, she mad, fam.
Too bad. Oh, now I get it. I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, word? What's her name? Hey man, she's so bad, man. Her name Humphrey. Humphrey? Nigga, is you texting old man Jenkins? That's why my backup plan will work. But it's best if my daughter was just ugly. She'll have no distractions in her way so she can be a future CEO. And it's not like I don't want my daughter to socialize and be in relationships. I just want her to only start dating when she's married. Same thing for my son. I ain't about no double standards. I want my son to be ugly too, because if he's good looking, he's gonna be a fuck boy. That's right, I'm assuming the worst out of my children if they become good looking. How dare they look better than me? I mean, it's for their future. My son would be hooking up with every girl at school if he was good looking. And if he turned out to be bisexual, psh, that just doubles up the people he's smashing. And if he's smashing all these people, he's definitely gonna have 15 baby mamas like Nick Cannon. Also, he's gonna carry all these nasty diseases like Young Boy or Magic Johnson. I don't want my son to be like that at all. And to make sure
Young Boy
that doesn't happen, I'ma finally buy him a toothbrush when he's 15 years old. No girl is gonna want a boy that is British. It's best
British. Yo, what the fuck?
Girl is gonna want a boy that is
British.
It's best if my son is ugly. It's best for his education. Shoo, if he's ugly, it's gonna be like a father like son bonding time. I'm gonna be talking to my British looking son like, hey son, don't worry about your looks. It's all about what you know up here.
Up here.
Now, as a youngling, your old pops didn't get no bitches either. And it didn't get much better. But hey, look at me now. I run a Discord server. Over 11,000 members. Your pops has some Discord Nitro too. Son, your dad might not have any bitches, but he has kittens. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My children are gonna send me to a retirement home. And that's all I really gotta say. I hope my children are ugly so they could be the next Albert Einstein. And if you hope your children are pretty, you want to raise a thought, because good looks are temporary. Ugliness is forever, and it breeds success.
What the fuck?
In conclusion, eat your broccoli. Bye.
Yo, this dude is so fucking stupid. He's so random. Eat your broccoli. Bro, what the fuck? This man could talk about bar soap and it would still be a peak video. Holy shit. I don't know at what time you joined me, Speedy, but you know, I think you were only on here for a little bit, and I am about to end, bro, cause I am exhausted. I'm gonna be on tomorrow though. I'm definitely gonna be on tomorrow night. I'm gonna be back on if you wanna catch me tomorrow night. So yeah, you know, I made a new screen here with an Itachi GIF. Anyways, Hope you guys have a good night. Let me play this, you know, very relaxing lo-fi music. Yes, hey, listen to that. Very relaxing, yes. Listen to it as I end this stream. I'll be back on tomorrow. I've been streaming for like 3 days straight now. I'm fucking proud of myself. Anyways, have a good night, Speedy. Catch me tomorrow if you want. If you're on this. Mm.